Welcome to Chronofinder's YouTube channel. If you're interested in this watch or any others on our channel, please get in touch on the details in the description below. In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at this beautiful Rolex Cosmograph Daytona, reference 116515LN. First released at Baselworld 2011, the 116515LN has remained in high demand ever since, thanks to its luxurious look and more affordable price point in comparison to the full bracelet precious metal models. The Rolex Daytona has a 40mm case, a thickness of around 12mm, a lug width of 20mm, as well as a lug tip to lug tip measurement of around 47mm. Looking at the profile of this watch, the Daytona wears quite slim in comparison to the other 40mm sports models such as the Submariner. Shown here on an 18cm wrist, it's a great option if you're looking for something classy as well as comfortable for a daily wear. The case is crafted from Rolex's own Everose gold, a blend of 18 karat gold, copper and a trace of platinum. The copper gives this metal its pink hue and the platinum is added to preserve the colour over time. According to Rolex, Everose gold will never fade in colour. The entire case has a polished finish except for the outer sides of the solid end links that have a satin finish. A nice contrast that really makes the rest of the case shine. Despite being a sports watch, the black leather strap on this model gives it a classy feel and allows it to be easily worn in an environment where you would typically wear a dress watch. The clasp has a polished centre and satin finish on the outer rows. There is a secure fold-over buckle with the Rolex coronet on. Lifting this up and lifting the top end of the spring-loaded clasp releases the clasp and opens it up. For adjustment on this model, there are 5 holes on the side of the clasp. This isn't something we see on modern Rolex watches anymore, with most having either the easy link adjustment or the glide lock clasp. The sides of the leather strap come in various sizes and the adjustable clasp allows for perfect refinement. The 3 dots that we see on the crown indicate the Daytona has a trip lock waterproofing system, making it resistant to 100 meters or 330 feet, although we wouldn't recommend wearing a leather strap in the water. When this watch was first released in 2011, it was the first Daytona to feature the ceramic bezel. Known as Cerochrome by Rolex, the material is not only resistant to scratches, it also retains its original colour over the years. The black bezel has an engraved tachymetric scale with a rose gold inlay. The chocolate brown dial has a beautiful sunburst effect to it and reflects the light perfectly. Around the edge of the dial we have large black Arabic numerals with the exception of the 3, 6 and 9 o'clock markers, which are small squares filled with lume, and also 12 o'clock, which shows the Rolex coronet. The rose gold hands are also filled with Rolex's green Superluminova. It's worth noting that the chocolate dial can have both green Superluminova or blue Chromolite lume depending on the age of the watch. The word Daytona is in red just above the lower subdial. As this model is a chronograph, there are 3 subdials. The subdial at 3 o'clock measures the elapsed minutes, the subdial at 9 o'clock measures the elapsed hours, and the final subdial at 6 o'clock is actually the watch's running small seconds. The third hand you see here isn't essential seconds hand, it's a chronograph hand that is controlled by the 2 pushers either side of the crown. The top pusher, once unscrewed and pressed, will start the timer. A second press of the pusher will stop the timer. The bottom pusher, once unscrewed and pressed, will reset the timer. Originally introduced as a tool watch for professional racing drivers, the Daytona earned its name from the famous Daytona International Speedway in Florida. The Daytona can be used to measure elapsed time and calculating average speed. Racing away within this model is Rolex's Caliber 4130 movement, a 44 jewel self-winding chronograph movement with a 72-hour power reserve that's developed entirely in-house by Rolex. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you're interested in buying or selling this watch or any others on the Chronofinder's channel, please get in touch on the details that are in the description. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, share and subscribe.